Welcome to this edition of Sprout Central. If you've been following along with us at home, you know last week we had author of The Self-Directed Shift, Ricky Lewis, on the show. Probably one of the most important guests we've had so far, because if you have a goal and you're stuck, he had the best advice that we've had on this show so far, which basically comes down to take that first step. A journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with one step. And Ricky really brought home the importance of two things. One is taking that first step, and two is believing in yourself, having some faith that you can accomplish your goals. So if you're stuck, take a step today. Call your friends and your neighbors and your family and tell them to watch Sprout Central right now. And let's make a shift together. Let's take that self-directed shift. All right, so that was last week. We're still working on our Sprout Garden opportunity. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're not calling us, you need to call us and see if you can get on the show. And that was last week, but this week we got big news. I got a call on the way here from a movie producer that I've worked with in the past who produces the Sun and Sand Film and Music Festival. He said, "Dennis, I want to bring the Sun and Sand Film and Music Festival back to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Can you help me?" I said, "Yes, I can." And he told me that, guess what? We can get Billy Bob Thornton to come on the show and help produce it. You know, he's a big fan of this film and music festival. So that's what we're doing. We're going to start talking about when we're going to have the Sun and Sand Film and Music Festival, and we're going to let you know. So follow along on Sprout Central every Tuesday at 10 o'clock, and we're going to keep you posted on that and other exciting and interesting things in the community. And we'll be right back after this.
Edward St. Pé with Nathan Prescott.
Hi.
From Law Focus. Hello, Nathan.
Hey.
Law Focus, we have it every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. and then again a repeat performance at 6 p.m.
Sure.
So tell us, what is Law Focus all about?
Well, Law Focus is sort of self-explanatory, and it is a show focused on the law, but an ancillary sort of arm to that is that Law Focus involves the law in you. It involves how the law affects your day-to-day life. Through the shows, we've addressed the Landlord-Tenant Act, we've addressed trademarks, copyrights, constitutionality of issues, criminal issues, and even current events that exist in the law with different types of things that come up. So anything that involves the law and affects you is fair game for Law Focus, and we're proud of that. We try to put out new product a good bit.
Well, it's a situation that affects everyone. The law affects everybody, and we're happy to have this program. Thank you for being with us every week on Law Focus. That's Law Focus every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. and again at 6 p.m. on Ocean 7.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome back to the show. You know, Joey's been MIA for a little while, so we're really grateful to have Connor Snyder, our guest co-host, back on the show. We call him Mr. 100%. Connor, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's great. It's going great. It's great to be here.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what's been going on with you? Let's check in with you for a little bit. Tell the folks at home how you're doing.
Well, I haven't been dabbling in the stocks much today because we had a red day, pretty bad red day.
I saw that.
The energy sector is down 5%.
Wow.
And the only sector that's doing good is the technology sector. And that's only a few companies. So it's good to sit back when the flames are rising, and just let them rise.
I agree when you know the market's down, but you know they always say this. So if you're a trader, here's a good thing to remember: every reaction is an overreaction.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when the market's down, there's always an opportunity. There's always some discounts later on.
Absolutely,
so
and every stock is
that.
playable, and every stock is profitable, but you have to buy it at the right price.
You know, that reminds me, Connor, we've been talking about helping people learn how to do what you and I do. We're always sending tips back and forth to each other. In fact, I got a good tip from you that's doing pretty well. We'll tell the people. But what about this? We were going to have an event or have a meeting where we let people come and we help them and we teach them how to use these trading platforms and all the little ins and outs.
Absolutely. We love to help people, and I'd definitely be willing to do that. We just have to set a date, and I will teach the course. We'll do it for free.
You'll teach it, huh?
I'll teach
the
it,
master.
and I'll show people how to use our trading apps that we use.
Right.
And you can do it all by your phone. No expensive equipment necessary, and it's all for free.
You know, I guess it's probably really expensive to get into this, though, right? Is it? It's not.
It can if you want it to be.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you have 10 grand and you want to get into it, it could be expensive, but you can start with as little as 100. I mean, some stocks are only 1 to 2 cents. We were looking at a stock earlier that was only 2 cents. And that's not a lot, but to $100, you can double that.
Right.
So if you buy all into this one stock that's at 2 cents and it goes up to 4 cents, well, you just doubled your money.
Right.
So there's definitely ways to start at the bottom and get to the top. You don't have to put a lot of money in, because when people start playing stocks the first time, they have a lot of money and they think they want to make more money, and they end up losing a lot of money. Well, if you start small and learn the principles first, you succeed, because there's a lot of ways to do it wrong, only a few ways to do it right.
So give us one of the principles. I think one of the principles is always take your profit. What is one of your principles?
Absolutely. Well, my group, we take profits at 10%, because that's a good amount of number. But yes, if it's green, it's good. You take it. Go.
Yeah. So when green means go and red means it's hot, step back a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe look for those discounts. So let's do that. Let's we're going to set a date, folks, and we're going to invite them to come. We'll pick a meeting spot too.
Yeah. And
let people come in for free, and we'll show them the trading platforms and help them download it, and then show them how to use it. And so let's say I started with $100. What's realistically, could I turn $100 into maybe $1,000? Is that possible?
And you can turn that 1,000 into 10,000. It's exponential once you start realizing gains. But like I said, you have to learn the principles. You have to be disciplined and structured.
Well, maybe we could give them also, hold maybe multiple classes where we talk about trading principles and different things like that.
Absolutely.
And so that's a great idea. So what we need to do is we need to pick a date and go ahead and put it out there. How are we going to get it out to them, though? We have a Facebook page, don't we?
We do. We do have a Facebook page.
It's at official Sprout Central TV, I think. And I don't go on there a lot, but we could put it out on there. Put it on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Have you heard of what else can we use? Are we going to do, like, for Sprout Central TV, are we going to have, like, Instagram? Do they still use the Instagram?
Absolutely, people? And we can do the newest one, TikTok.
TikTok?
Yes, we can teach people how to do the stocks through our TikTok account.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Short little clips are easier to digest than 15
bullet points.
Yeah, exactly.
I always used to say, give me the bullet points. Give me the bullet points.
Exactly.
I'm a busy guy.
That's why on presentations, you only see the bullet points, only the important information.
Right. Okay, so we're going to pick a date. We're going to have some educational classes on how to become a trader and how to do it with very little money. If you're interested in that, follow us on Facebook at official Sprout Central TV, and we'll let you know about all these other platforms as we get those going. That's going to be exciting. I like going to the classes and meeting people and things like that.
Absolutely.
Think maybe we could bring our camera guy and maybe film some of those and put it on the show?
Absolutely. If they're willing to be filmed, we'll film them.
So we're getting so busy catching up with you today that we forgot what's our subject today. We're bringing back
Sun and Sands Music Festival.
We're bringing back the Sun and Sand Film and Music Festival. Yes. That's so exciting. It's so much fun. Look at that's one of the logos from one of the past ones, 2013. We have, it's got acting classes, and we have filmmakers come, and movie stars come participate in this thing, and it's a music festival also, and we get some really cool bands to come and perform, and then give what we like to do at Sprout is the up-and-comers the opportunity to learn and succeed and rise up.
Absolutely, because not everyone has that opportunity. Like I said, when you're in the world, some people are just out to get you, and if you get a manager on your team like that, then it ruins the process. So if you have someone like us to help structure your, it could be your gigs or your art collections, your art showcases, we could do that as well.
Yeah. You know, we have some clients that we're working with right now that are, and we have one of them on the show, that are going to come out with some new, interesting ways to present art but you know, the film festival, and I don't know how many times you went to it, but it's all over the coast. We might have one in you know, there might be an event in Biloxi one day, and in Ocean Springs one day, and then in Gulfport. And it's an opportunity for these filmmakers to, you know, maybe get the official selection award, which, you know how the film competitions work, right?
Yeah.
If you win that award, then maybe you get to go to the next competition and on,
Yeah.
until you gain notoriety and gain some, you know, a following.
Absolutely, and it'd be a lot easier to go through those different things with a sponsor.
Right, definitely. We also need some sponsors for the show, by the way. You've been out selling ads for the show?
I have. Before this, I was kind of late today because I didn't want to tell you. Me and Nick were out. Our cameraman, we're filming for ads.
Oh yeah, we're doing some. Okay, well, so maybe we could, you know, Nick, he's got a good eye. Our cameraman, we have a cameraman that you don't ever get to see. His name is Nick. He's an awesome guy. And he's kind of got that filmmaker instinct. We should have him on the show and see if he's ever even thought about making a film.
Absolutely.
Maybe we could all work together with Nick, make a film and enter it in the Sun and Sand Film and Music Festival.
Absolutely.
You know, and, you know, Wes called me today from Red Planet Productions, he's a movie producer guy.
Yeah.
And to tell me about this, he said, did I tell you earlier we're going to have Billy Bob Thornton on the show?
Yeah, well, he can't come today.
I was going to check and see if he's in the green room because I couldn't understand what Wes was saying. I was on the Bluetooth.
He can't come today.
What's going on? Why
He's
can't
have to get bumped.
Really? Why?
Really, because I have a special guest.
You have a special guest.
I do. Corporate flew him all the way down here today.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I have Joey coming in.
Joey?
Joey.
Joey's not MIA?
Nope.
Somebody, is there a live camera in the green room? Can we see if Joey's really in there, or is that Billy Bob Thornton? There's not? There's no live camera in the green room.
Corporate.
I know. We're going to have to do something about that. Okay, so what's Joey going to talk about? Well, do you want to wait and let him tell us what he's going to talk about?
Yeah, I feel like Joey can sell himself.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Joey is he's not shy behind the camera.
No, he's not. He was the co-host for the whole first season, and well, we had a couple of our very beginning shows where it was just me and Ed, you know, the station owner, Ed, and he was kind of helping me get started doing kind of what we do, mentoring me to be able to do the television show so I could help people. And, you know, here we are on season 2, episode, 4 or something like that?
Yeah, it's definitely growing.
Yeah, it is growing. We got a big viewership, and we've got a special announcement coming up about a YouTube channel. We're going to acquire a fishing YouTube channel that's already got some content. We're going to make a press release on this. And then we're going to put all of our content out on the YouTube. You've got the YouTube, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah?
some fishermen are going to be confused for a little while.
Yeah, well, we wanted to acquire an already existing channel so we could acquire their viewership. So they've got a viewership and they've got some content too that we're going to. The fishing channel, if you want to check it out before it switches over to Sprout Central TV, it's called Apocafish. You know, like Apocalypse Now, only Apocafish, and it's a fishing channel. So, and then we're going to put all of our episodes on there. In season 1, you know, we taught people how to write the business plan.
Yeah.
So you can go back and look through the YouTube now and hit like on that YouTube, please, because we got to get a lot of likes to make corporate happy. And watch through and learn how to write a business plan without even having to call us. Absolutely. But call us if you need help writing your business plan. I tell you that every week. And we get phone calls, so please call if you need any help with that. Okay, so I guess kind of we're going to have to wrap up our segment. Is there anything going on else we need to talk about? Any other surprises? Besides, we're bumping a movie star for Joey today?
I don't think so. I think we'll leave it at that.
I think he was going to Skype in anyway. You know, Billy Bob's got a band. He tours around, and he's on tour close by somewhere right now. He's got a really good band. He's great. Okay, so I guess we're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back with Joey and find out where he's been and what's been going on with him. And don't forget, we're going to have a new YouTube channel, so look for that and follow us on Facebook at Official Sprout Central TV. And is that about it?
Yep.
All right, well, look, thank you for watching this episode of Sprout Central. We're going to be right back after this with Joey.
Paran's Jambalaya Kitchen. Homemade Cajun dishes for takeout, curbside pickup, or home delivery. Call 228-207-2821. We serve offices, we cater, and we serve hungry families. From jambalaya and pastalaya to cracklins and boudin. Especially appealing, our wonderful and legendary pecan pie. That's Paran's. Call 228-207-2821.
Well, Dr. Lauren Timmons, who practices dentistry here in Ocean Springs, cosmetic dentistry, family dentistry, is here with us. Welcome to the program, Doc.
Thank you, Ed.
It's almost a miracle what can be done today. For example, person has an accident, let's say the tooth is broken, they can go in, you can pull the tooth, put the implant in, build a tooth right there, put it in, and they walk out with a whole new tooth implanted in.
That is correct.
One day, one visit.
That is correct. No gooey impressions, no second appointment. All thanks to 3D X-ray technology, which we have in our office, which is a big deal, game changer in dentistry today.
And that's a very, very new technology, right?
It is, and we're proud to offer that here. And then we design and mill out the crowns, fire them in an oven, and seat them all in one day.
10 years ago, that would be considered impossible, right?
Correct, yeah, and we have that technology today.
Thanks for being here with us in Ocean Springs.
Thank you.
And we're back. And, I'm flabbergasted. I've been trying to find Joey for, I don't know, 3-4 weeks now. And anyway, Joey's on the show. Joey?
Hey, man, what's going on?
How have you been, man?
Been great, living the life, living the dream. It's been a fun ride. Been getting the silversmith space open. Got some big news on some new money stuff going on. That's why I've been up with corporate for so long. They've got me doing all kinds of stuff up there, man. You should see the pools.
The pools?
Did you know that they have bars in pools at corporate?
No.
It must have been a while.
I'm a teetotaler. I don't drink the alcohol.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. Well, they have this new pool.
But I like to swim around in the pool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's an awesome experience up there.
When I went up there, I went into a weird conference room, and they were behind a screen, and I didn't even get to really meet anybody. I thought it was a COVID thing.
Yeah, it probably was, because I didn't really meet they had me, whenever I would do stuff in an official capacity, it was always like via intercom, but they had me at the pool, and they always had people bringing me drinks and making sure that I was comfortable, so it was pretty awesome. I thought I'd won some sort of vacation. I didn't realize that they'd brought me up there to work, and I'll tell you a little bit about that, what
they sent me this invisible cup.
That's pretty cool, man.
I know.
Yeah, they actually had some of those up there, but they wouldn't let me take them. I was blown away. There was just floating drinks.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, so you went to corporate, and you've got some new, I guess as the Sprout assistant, you went up there and got some new. Right. Wait a second, aren't you building a silversmith shop?
I am. So that's actually kind of how it all came about. I'm working on this silversmith shop. We're making progress. My girlfriend and I had to do a lot of work to the place. And my brother, of course, does handyman construction. He was doing a lot of the heavy lifting with us. And my dad actually helped out a little bit too. But there was water damage on the floor. There was a hole in the ceiling where raccoons were probably coming in and out. The building was built in the 30s or 40s or something like that. They were telling me, the landlords were telling me about how they had to switch the business model when Carter was in office. And I was like, well, that was a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. So anyway, there was a lot of work that had to be done, and my girlfriend and I did all of the designing together. So every move was very calculated and very. It took a while, for us to get stuff done. But it was a big open space. My brother and I installed these cedar columns in it that have lights attached to them. So instead of fluorescent lights, on the ceiling, we now have these beautiful cedar columns with these nice sconces hanging out of them. And we have this big mirror on the wall. It's 25 feet of mirror held up by cedar with a cedar frame around it. We have really nice curtains on the windows, and we made a soft wall because one of the walls has some doors and a window in it that you can see into our silversmith studio, which we wanted to have like kind of, cordoned off basically.
Kind of like watching people make your pizza. You can look in there and see what's going on.
Yeah, maybe. So we didn't really want to have people looking in to that space because it's not really for for public for viewing or use, and the doors don't close. So we're like, well, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to put some sort of like it was either we're gonna have to cut the wall to make the doors fit or this. So anyway, my girlfriend had this brilliant idea to put up a soft wall, which I'd never heard of before. But it's basically where you put a big curtain on the wall.
Right.
And we got this awesome gold curtain for it, and it looks amazing in there. And so we repainted the walls, we tore up the floor, stained the floor with this concrete stain, put up the cedar columns, put up a mirror, curtains in the different spaces, and now, it looks amazing inside. Yeah. And my girlfriend and I were talking about how we felt like we could probably do this, like flip houses and stuff. But it's such a hard thing to get into if you don't have the money for it.
Right, yeah, that's true.
And that's when I ended up going up to corporate because, I don't know, man, they have some sort of ESP. They just know when they need to,
It's very strange,
it's
isn't it?
It's weird, man. It's really, really weird. So, they fly me up there, and I'm hanging out at the pool, and I'm just talking with the people around the pool,
You tell them about the silversmith studio,
our creative space, yeah. Tell them about the place and about the ideas that my girlfriend and I are having and stuff, and then all of a sudden, that's when I get this. They bring me this little intercom system on a tray, and we start communicating, and I hear about this fix and flip loan fund that is now available to us. Yeah.
To Sprout?
To Sprout, yeah. So we now have access to a fix and flip fund to be able to get money to take houses that need a lot of work on them, or even just a little bit of work on them, to make them nicer, to fix them up, and then turn around and sell them for a profit.
So people can call Sprout if they want to buy a house and then rehab the house and then sell it.
Exactly.
For a profit.
Yeah, we just had a graphic pop up there.
Income stream. That's a new income stream we can help people
exactly.
with.
Yeah.
Good one.
We discovered, that's the thing, we were doing one thing, we discovered we had some strengths, and we decided to see how we could capitalize on those strengths.
And so you took your experience and decided to reach out and help other people with bringing this whole new loan program to Sprout. That's
yeah.
You should get the Sprout. We're going to nominate you for the Sprout Award this year.
Right on.
The Sprout Award for Outstanding Excellence. Have you heard of that one?
I had not heard of that one. That sounds like a good one for sure.
So, okay, do we have any information how much money do I have to put down on the house if I'm going to buy a house?
It's a good question.
Clarence, do we have anything? Did the corporate send you anything on that? Aha. We're doing this? Okay. Okay, house rehab financing. So you find there's a lot of houses on the Gulf Coast that have been torn up by hurricanes. There's a lot of opportunities here for people to make money doing this. This is fantastic. I'm very impressed. So if you're a real estate investor, or if you're just somebody who wants to do it and you hire a contractor, we have now a new fix and flip loan fund for you. What are some of the other? Okay, so there's a big deal. You can't live in the house. This is not a loan fund that's like a mortgage.
Right.
You can't live in the house. It has to be a house that you intend to buy and repair and then sell. Or, okay, whoa, this is really good. Let me see. 100%. That's not fitting on the screen well, but okay, 100% of the renovation funds is a big deal. So whenever you you buy the house, what do you have to put down? Like maybe 10%, and then you finance the rest, and then we can finance 100% of the money that it costs to fix it up. That's a great deal.
For sure. Absolutely.
Okay. And we're moving, it looks like we're moving fast. Okay. Okay, let's see what this says. If you're an investor who flips properties, this says house rehab financing can get you the money you need to easily conduct business with our house rehab financing. Joey, I'm sure you're going to come up with a great, commercial or some information on this. But right now we're going to talk about it from this. So, if you're looking for an income stream, let's just say you buy a house for $100,000. That's the cost of it. So you have to have $10,000 to put down, right? 10%. Right. Then you need $50,000 to fix it up. Well, we're going to give them the whole $50,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you negotiate those terms, or you kind of pitching what we need here on the coast?
Yeah, sort of. I kind of expressed to corporate that a lot of the people that are doing this sort of thing around here, because of how much destruction has come with the hurricanes, it's
right.
going to be a pretty substantial amount that's going to be needed to make sure that the house rehabilitation process gets completed. We didn't want to have a bunch of stuff where you get 25% of the money or 75% of the money even. Like I was pretty adamant that we needed to have the full 100% of the money available to be able to complete the rehabilitation, because their money is being tied up in paying for the house. So.
Right.
It was a little bit of negotiation. Corporate's very understanding though.
Right.
They're good about that sort of stuff.
They really do care about the Gulf Coast and what's been going on here. They let us start the show just
right.
to help. First episode, the first episode's named Help, and when we get them on the YouTube, that Connor's working on, then we're gonna have the name. Every episode's gonna have a name and a little recap. So you can see, do you need to know about profit and loss statement, those sort of things. So we're going to put up the YouTube channel, and I want you to go like all the videos and kind of get the ball rolling on getting us some likes on the YouTube.
I absolutely will. Yeah, I have a YouTube
So if you're watching this one at home right now on YouTube, they have the YouTube, but most people have that, right?
Most people have the YouTube at home, yeah.
Click the like button for us, and it'll help us get some more sponsors, advertisers, and things like that.
For sure.
Okay, so we're gonna do the Sun and Sand Film and Music Festival.
I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to apologize to Billy Bob. You have to let me know whenever you guys chat.
Billy Bob, our apologies to you today if you're watching the show. We're gonna get you back on real soon. We'll make some apologies to Billy Bob.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. Connor didn't tell me. He was just like, hey, we're gonna get you back on the show. I was like, well, I've been.
Hey, you're all dressed up and you're here, man.
Yeah, I was.
And we've been wanting to get you back on the show for a month now, so I'm glad you're here.
I've been missing it. It's always fun to come down here and talk with all these movers and shakers, man. Every time I was listening to you guys had somebody on the show, and I was thinking to myself, man, yeah, like I miss being around, getting to hang out in the green room with all these
right.
people that have got so much like energy and vibrancy for the things that they're doing. It's always really good vibes around the studio.
It is, and it's same thing with downtown right here on our secret coast where we film, downtown Ocean Springs.
Yeah,
there are probably people lined up outside the door right now still. But Joey, the Sun and Sand Film and Music Festival is coming back, and that's going to be a big thing for our community. Right?
Absolutely,
that's going to help the community grow. Then we've got this fix and flip thing. And we want some filmmakers to start contacting us. If you're a filmmaker, please start writing the show. Okay, and then we've got the fix and flip thing. So call Sprout. If you want to buy a house and fix it and sell it for a profit with a little limited money down, call us. And we're going to help you do that. You can get Joey because he's the expert on this new program, or one of the other Sprout assistants, but that's a big deal, the fix and flip. So, look, thank you for watching the show today. Sprout, we help you take your dreams and build a community, and that's what we're doing. So don't forget to watch Sprout Central every Tuesday at 10 a.m. and 5:30. And thank you for watching today. And Joey, thank you for being here, my friend.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're watching WXVO Television, Ocean 7. Pascagoula, Ocean Springs, Goshen, Mississippi.